One of the complaints that I get all the time from security guard company owners and anyone selling security guard service is that after they get through with a presentation, the first question that gets asked is, how much? Well, let me share with you how our customers are dealing with that challenge. Before we get started, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. And could you do me a favor and like this video? You would be doing me a big favor. So if you ever tried to sell security guard service, and at the end of your presentation, you end up with the first question being, how much? It's absolutely frustrating and infuriating. At which point you're like, don't you have questions about our training program? Wouldn't you like to know more about how we screen our officers? Well, I could tell you some more about how much our customers love us, but you don't. And you end up talking about billing rates, at which point she starts beating up on you because the current company that they have is billing them at a rate of $5.75 an hour. And the reason that that happens is that every company that they talk to pretty much says the same thing, right? So what you have to do is talk about things that other companies aren't talking about. If you have a free CPR training, then talk about that. If you do free roadside assistance for your customers, then talk about that. But in our customers' case, what they start talking about is integrated technology. And when they start talking about integrated technology, if the customer gets that, what the heck is he talking about look, you've got them. So let's talk about what one of those sales presentations should look like. But first, let me put on a suit. Much better. Hey, Mr. Jones, how are you? It's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. Just go ahead and get started, please. Let's get this over with.
Okay, well, I'll just go ahead and get started then. I'm just gonna go ahead and put my bag down if you don't mind. So again, my name's Courtney Sparkman, and I am the CEO of Secure Security. And let me give you a little background about myself and then the company, and then we can talk about all the great things that we do as a security guard company. We are the greatest security guard company that there has. Okay, let me tell you about this absolutely fabulous training program that we put together. It makes our officers the best. And that's who we are as a company and a management team. So let's talk about the type of integrated technology that you're using here.
Well, we have rotary phones that the guard can use and one fake camera, but we also have...
No, I'm sorry. What type of technology is your current vendor using to manage your security officers? Well, let me tell you about our technology platform. So we use technology to ensure that the service that you will be purchasing from us, you're actually getting. So the platform that we use gives us really kind of three abilities. The first is to do away with all the paper reports, so you don't have to wait on incident reports, daily activity reports, any of that stuff. All that stuff is done electronically. Second, I know you said that you'd had a problem with catching security officers sleep. Well, our technology platform ensures that our officers are mobile. They're up, awake, and alert. So let's say at 2 a.m. in the morning, we know, and you can also see that the officer is actually doing patrol. And third, we use GPS to ensure that the security officer is actually arrived on site. So there's no more the officer being on the bus calling in saying it is here. If your officer does not check in by 3 o'clock, we get an alert letting us know that the officer isn't here, and we can kind of get ahead of those things. Are there any questions about that?
Hold on, did you say that I can see that too?
No, absolutely. You can absolutely see that from any computer that's connected to the internet at any time. Our operations, we are totally transparent. As a matter of fact, if I can use your computer, I can show you exactly what our security officers are doing on some other of our customers' sites. Do you mind? All right. So if you don't mind, I'm going to take your computer and I'm just going to go to OfficerReports.net. And this is where we go to log in to see all of our officer activity. All right, that's what a sales presentation should be like. You shouldn't end debating about billing rates and some guy being 50% lower than you are. It should end with your customers asking questions about how you're going to provide better service than they've ever seen. So whether or not you use OfficerReports.com or some other hook, you have to have one. So I think that's it for this week. Thanks a lot, Security World, and I'll see you guys later.